So we're all familiar with the theory that Coraline never truly escaped the other world. And there's many different theories that explain why, but today I wanted to focus on one theory, the third world theory. In the world of Coraline, we have two clear realms, the real world, which is gray and mundane, and the other world, vibrant yet twisted. But let's pivot for a moment. What if there's a hidden third world? One that Coraline might have unknowingly crossed into. One we've yet to explore. After escaping the other world, Coraline returns home, but something feels off. Her parents act strangely, almost as if they've been altered by their experiences. This detail changes everything. The garden still echoes the Beldam's design, hinting that the other world's influence seeped into her reality. And of course, how could we forget? The cat using a portal. See, what I believe happened is that the first time Coraline entered into the other world, she never returned home. Now the reason I say this is because the only way you can enter a new world is by using the portals, which Coraline did use. However, she never used any portals in the other world to return home. Instead, she just fell asleep in her bed. Now yes, Coraline did use the door, thinking it was a portal in the film many times. However, that wasn't a real portal. Now, knowing how powerful the Beldam is, it's very easy for her to trick Coraline and to just create a reality like her own, making Coraline think that she woke up at home. But in reality, nothing would have been real. In fact, nothing is real. So if we take that to account, this would have been the last time Coraline would actually have seen her real parents. When Coraline wakes up, she thinks she's safe, back in her real home. But in reality, she's still inside. She's interacting with a world the Beldam created, a perfect copy of reality. See, by the time Coraline wakes up, she sees her real bed, her real home, her real parents. She believes she's safe. She believes she's back. But what's terrifying is that she's a layer deep away from home. Now here's where things get interesting. As the movie goes on, the Beldam starts losing her human form. Her skin stretches, her fingers become claws. Why? This could be explained by a chilling idea, something that the theory community calls soul sand. It's the belief that everything in the other world is built out of one material. It's all just soul sand, shaped into whatever the Beldam wants. But there's a problem. The more she builds, the more she drains herself. And to convince Coraline that she's in the real world, the Beldam has to drain herself so much. Now the Beldam is tasked with creating more locations, more people, and just an entire world that is simulated around Coraline. We know in the other world that when Coraline and the cat went on the walk around the world, we realized that the Beldam doesn't waste energy building what Coraline never sees. But if Coraline never left, suddenly the Beldam has to make everything a full reality that is fake. And this is why the Beldam begins to fall apart. Every detail was just the Beldam's construction, a fake world built from soul sand, draining her power, stripping away her disguise, until only the monster was left. Now this explains why the cat was able to disappear at the end of the film, something he was only able to do in the Beldam's construct, hinting that Coraline never escaped in the end. Now, what does that mean for Coraline? If the world she escaped was just another trap, then she's still playing the Beldam's game. And the Beldam isn't dead. She's everywhere. See, the Beldam is the world. Think about it. When Coraline throws the key into the well, we all see it as closure, an ending. But what if that was exactly what the Beldam wanted her to believe? The key doesn't matter anymore if Coraline never left. The real door back to safety never even existed. So the Beldam doesn't need to come out or chase her anymore. All she has to do is wait. And waiting is what she does best. The Beldam feeds on time, on patience, on fear, slowly letting her victims exhaust themselves until they give up. Coraline thinks she's free. She thinks she won. But every real day she lives, every meal, every laugh, and every moment, it's just the Beldam's design. And one day, when Coraline's guard finally drops again, the Beldam will be right there, ready to finish what she started.